personal. It's a cold Saturday morning and nothing better to do, so Roscoe and I decided to take a fire truck for a ride. He likes these things. He's like a kid in a candy store. Wearing his MAGA hat, because it's America. But we're cruising around here. We're going to take this thing for a long cruise. Other than the brakes, you guys have seen the video of the parade we took them in. Other than the brakes, we don't drive them very much. They sit around a lot. The tires harden up. It makes for a rough ride, that's for sure. So try to get them out and drive them once in a while and get these tires heated up, get them softened up a little bit. So we're going to take it for a long cruise this morning and stop at Tim Hortons and get a coffee and a breakfast sando and just go cruise around a little bit. Hey, watch where you're pointing that thing. It's a fire truck, Randy. You never know what's going on.
I need to know if you'll give me a second chance. They don't come around often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me, yeah. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it.
Alright, I'm going to tell you guys a funny story real quick. I don't know if I ever told you this. I might have told you at the parade when I filmed these, but I can't remember. So anyway, I'm going to tell you again. This truck right here is the first truck I ever fought a fire out of, okay? Now, when we went to the fire, I was an interior firefighter. And when I went to the fire, I rode in that jump seat right there. So it's all completely open. And for those of you who don't know, they call it a jump seat because when you pull up to the fire, you can jump right out of it. Run right to the fire, which is exactly what I did. So I had an air pack on, and I was so nervous going to the fire, it didn't even bother me. I was riding back there like 60 miles an hour down the road with no door, no nothing. You know, you're just sitting in there. And all I could think about was that fire. I was super nervous. So we get to the fire, I jumped out of the jump seat, started running to the fire, and our chief was yelling at me to come back. I stopped, I turned around, like wondering what he wanted, and he said, "You got any thoughts on grabbing a hose, or what are you gonna do here?" It was hilarious. It was like the laughing joke for the longest time, and everybody thought it was hilarious. And you know, after the fact, it was really, really funny, but that's how nervous I was. And I just started running to the fire with no hose. Like, well, I don't know if I thought I was gonna just stomp it out with my boots or what. Don't stomp it out with your boots, Ed!
The screen just went black.
Huh?
The screen just went black.
Yeah, it does. Then you can touch it and it'll light back up.
Oh. Smile.
Get you off my mind, and I know it's true, and I'll say this to you, I want you back. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside
Okay, so check this out. I had something coming the other day, and I didn't think it would be here this soon at all. And I just got home, and they were here. So, look at this. This, it comes with one hub, because you have to replace one of these hubs. Either one, doesn't matter which one, but you got to replace one of them, or else it'll throw the timing off and they'll hit. This is called the VersiMow system. Okay, if you've never seen this, look it up on YouTube. It's a shredder blade kit for Walker 48-inch rear discharge deck, it says, but as you can tell, there's not a rear discharge deck in the picture. It will go, it's for the GHS deck. I think it also said you can use it for the 52 GHS deck. But anyway, so these go on, and they come with separate pieces. You got to screw those onto there. It comes with all the hardware. But look at these things. And once they wear out, you can take them off and switch them to the other one and get more life, because they'll use the opposite side. So once they dull down, you go to the other side. So we're going to put these on this. And what they claim and what I watch in the videos is you can bag with this, and it will chop everything up so small before it even goes through the blower and through the turbine, which again chops it even more to pack it in the hopper. And you can, in the video they showed a guy going up and down one pass with the regular blades on, and the hopper was full. Then they switched to this, and they did 3.5 passes before it was full. Now, let me tell you first, there's also a baffle that comes in where you can bolt on here that deflects everything back into the blades and chops it up even smaller before it goes into there. And that's a big part about why you can fill so much more in there. The thing is, they say that that baffle is for when you're mulching up dry stuff. Well, guess what? I never mulch up dry stuff. It's always wet. It's just the way it is in my area. So we're gonna throw this on quick. So that's why I didn't get the baffle, is what I was getting at, by the way. But we're gonna throw this on, and we are going to, they said, engage slowly at first just to make sure everything's right and you're not hitting anything. But we're gonna throw this on, and then we are going to see what happens, and we'll try doing my front yard, and we'll see what the result is.
Light it up, light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it
Okay, so now I changed it out, and I checked it. The position of the holes on the cup are different than the one that was on there. So I don't know if you can really tell. This one's kind of chewed up a little bit because this was the old one from when I hit something. But the position of the holes changes the angle of these flat lines here, which is where it goes on right here. So I can see how that would change it. So we're going to put these back on according to the destructions, and we will go from there. Okay, so there it is, and it's kind of like the X-Blade system that I run on the Wright this time of year. I've been running, which I absolutely love. So, you know, they even have markings on it. It says VersiMow, and it says grass side on each one, so you know you have them on correctly. But I don't know, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Worst thing that could happen is it goes awfully wrong and it destroys these brand new cast iron gearboxes I put on here. But if all is good, then it's gonna mulch things up a lot smaller and make it even further that I can go with bagging before I have to empty.
times for you and I. 'Cause lightning never struck twice for you and I. The sun will rise tomorrow. 'Cause lightning never struck twice for you and I.
Okay, let's see what we got here. It left leaves in places where it normally doesn't, so I don't think it vacuums up as good, but let's see. Well, let me drop you guys down, hold on. Okay, so I don't know. The leaves are definitely smaller than what they normally are. This stuff is chopped up pretty fine. There's a lot in here. I think I normally would have got through that many leaves in my yard, but they definitely are. It's definitely a lot finer. It's definitely chopping it up smaller if you look at these pieces here, so it definitely works. I have some on top that are a little bit fluffier, some semi big pieces, but for the most part, I mean, this stuff, it's a lot finer. There's tiny little pieces. I'm not too concerned with using this for leaf season. It was one idea, but my main reason for wanting this and wanting to try it out is because I want to try it for in the spring when I'm bagging a lot of grass and it fills up way too fast. I definitely think it'll make a big difference for that. So if you look at this and how fine and how small this stuff is, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but let me brush some of this out of here. Trying to look for when I was actually cutting grass. My yard's really short, so I didn't get much grass, but I mean, this stuff is, there's a few bigger chunks, you know, because they just go through it too fast before it gets chopped up, but see how small and fine that stuff is? I mean, it's really, really small. So do they work? I would definitely say so. My screen is still clear. I'd say it did a good job. Okay, Noah's gonna drive the walker. He's already driven the walker B. He's never driven this one, but it's the same thing. But I have it on extremely low idle. One, so it's quieter. Two, so he can't take off. It doesn't buck or anything like that. Right, Jacob?
Yeah.
All right, get out of the way.
Ready?
I.